What's up everybody, Venom here with a quick guide on Dave the Diver. Let's get into it. Now, as you progress in the main storyline, you're going to actually have to fight the giant squid that you have seen lurking around in the depths. And since I went in there completely unprepared and had no idea what to do to actually defeat this thing, and there really isn't any guideline that tells you what to do, I wanted to share my tips and tricks on defeating the giant squid to maybe help you not die as much as I did during that fight. To start out, you're going to want to go down there equipped with the red sniper. Now, if you haven't come across that yet, you're just going to have to look through all the weapons chests that are located scattered around the entire map. I'm assuming you've seen weapons chests by now just because they're everywhere, and if you've progressed this far in the game, then you should have a general idea as to what they look like and what they are, but you can see a few in my video as I'm swimming down to the depths to start the fight with the giant squid. Now, why am I recommending the red sniper rifle? Well, because you need to shoot the squid directly in its eyeball. Now, I did not know that at first, so I was just free firing on this thing and running out of ammo relatively quickly because there's no guideline that tells you have to shoot him in the eye. But I guess that is kind of obvious since it's a giant squid and its giant eyeball is directly in your face. I just wanted to share that with you because that is something that I did not know. With that said, you're going to want the sniper rifle just because it has a red laser sight that makes it very easy to aim, and you don't want to get too close to this giant squid because during the fight he's going to spawn tentacles that he slaps you around with, and they do a massive amount of damage. Now, by damage, I don't actually mean they take health away, since you obviously know you don't have a health bar, but it drains your oxygen, and while you're down there, you are very far down there, so you don't want to run out of oxygen. And if you do run out of oxygen, then the fight is over and you will have to restart. Once equipped with your red sniper rifle, you are going to head down to the shipwreck area, which Duff is going to send you to for his quest because he has lost one of his prized possessions to the giant squid and he's asking you to get it back. You're going to use the cutting tool that Duff has provided you with to open the door of the ship in order to get down into the area where the giant squid is located. And once you're down there, you're going to notice a few things right off the bat. One, there's going to be a lot of oxygen and a couple of ammo pieces lying around. Do not pick them up yet. Save them for during the fight because if you make a mistake, you're going to need that oxygen and you're going to need those bullets to defeat the giant squid. You're going to continue to swim towards the giant squid, which there's only one way to go, so it's not very confusing. You're going to continue to swim towards that giant squid. The boss encounter will start, and that's when things are going to get dicey. Not only does the giant squid slap you with its tentacles, it also sprays ink that shoots you across the map, but this actually comes in handy during parts of the fights, especially after you've taken a little bit of damage and lost oxygen. You can use that to shoot you all the way back away from the squid to collect oxygen that might be all the way to the far end of where the squid is. I used it as leverage, which at first was not something that I even thought of doing. It was an accident, but then I started doing that. If I was out of oxygen or I was running out of oxygen, I would use that squid's ability to shoot me back in order to pick up some of the leftover oxygen that was still on the other side of the map. It takes quite a few hits to the squid's eyeball in order to defeat him, but I think I shot maybe 8 or 9 rounds from the red sniper rifle directly into his eye. Did I miss a few times? Absolutely, as I was trying to get my bearings, but I think it was around 8 or 9 shots to completely down the squid with the red sniper rifle. If you have a different weapon, it's going to take much closer range, it's going to be harder to aim, and it might be a little more difficult to make shots, at least for me. But you can use any gun that you want. You do not have to use the red sniper rifle. That was just something that I chose because it was way easier in the long run. With the red sight, being able to see directly where I'm shooting into his eye, it was definitely way easier for me. But you can use any gun. You can use any gun. It honestly doesn't matter. There is no prerequisite gun that you have to use, but you cannot use your harpoon. You do have to have an actual weapon. Now, once the boss encounter is over, like I said, it is relatively easy. It's just the fact that you have to move out of the tentacle areas in order to not get hit by them. That's also pretty easy because it shows you these little rustling sand areas where you'll notice that that's where the tentacles are going to come from, so you can easily move out of their way and not get hit by them. Plus, when the squid is about to do his ink ability, he does this like rustle really quickly, and that also is a telltale that he's about to cast that ability. So you want to get away from it, or if you want to use it as leverage like I did, that's when you're going to want to do that. When the encounter is over, you're going to have to cut the tentacle off of Duff's prized possession from the giant squid and then loot the box that will be able to bring him the quest item that he was looking for. Once you do that, you will notice that sea people are going to appear as well. One of their own has gotten injured during the fight with the giant squid, and the guy comes out pretty upset because she has been injured, and he picks her up and he starts yelling and saying things, but you can't understand what he's saying yet. Now, what do I mean by yet? You're going to have to continue that storyline in the shipwreck where you fought the squid later on in order to get the tablet and microphone that is needed to decipher what the sea people are trying to say to you. But that is another guide that is going to be posted pretty much right after this one because I've already done that. But if you have questions about that, please refer to the tablet and microphone guide that is going to be posted after the squid guide. Regardless, that is pretty much it. It is not too difficult, but I definitely struggled to understand where to hit the squid in order to kill it. I started shooting at its tentacles, I was shooting all around, and I missed a few times. You do have to go directly for the squid's eyeball, and that is basically how you complete the fight. Make sure you watch your oxygen, try not to get hit with the tentacles, and do your best to avoid the ink because it also does waste some oxygen. But, like me, you can use it as leverage if you so choose. And that's gonna do it for this guide. If you like the video, then like the video. And if you like my content in general, then subscribe to my channel. I hope that this was helpful in getting you to defeat the giant squid that really wasn't as terrifying as you might have thought. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!